Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and today we're going to talk about rumors and stupid people. Today's video is brought to you by the Your Life Makes Me Sad t-shirt. It's like giving somebody the finger but with a cute little monkey face to soften the blow. You can pick up one for yourself or someone you kinda like through the link in the description. Guys, women love presents. I'm not saying buying a t-shirt for that chick you like will get you laid, but it couldn't hurt. On with our show. Unless you've been living under a rock, there's a pretty good chance you heard about goldenshowergate. Those wonderful morons over at BuzzFeed News released a 35-page dossier reportedly from a British spy that proved Donald Trump is under the control of the Russians because the Russians have damning information on the Donald, namely that he paid hookers to pee on a hotel bed Barack and Michelle Obama once slept in. Even if Donald had paid hookers to urinate where Obama once laid his head, Trump doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who would be ashamed of it. I'd expect him to tweet out pictures. The real problem here is that BuzzFeed News released this dossier without being able to confirm any of it was real and knowing part of it was quite obviously fake. This isn't even like Rathergate where they could claim they thought the information was true. BuzzFeed knew when they published this that it was a bunch of rubbish. The headline on the BuzzFeed article reads, "These reports allege Trump has deep ties to Russia." And then it goes on to say, a dossier compiled by a person who has claimed to be a former British intelligence official alleges Russia has compromising information on Trump. The allegations are unverified and the report contains errors. From the start, they're telling us the only thing they can verify is false information. I'm not going to read this whole article, but there are parts of it I want to highlight. If you'd like to read the whole thing, it is linked below. A dossier making the explosive, but unverified, allegations that the Russian government has been cultivating, supporting, and assisting President-elect Donald Trump for years and gaining compromising information about him has been circulating among elected officials, intelligence agents, and journalists for weeks. BuzzFeed News reporters in the US and Europe have been investigating various alleged facts in the dossier, but have not verified or falsified them. The document was prepared for political opponents of Trump by a person who is understood to be a former British intelligence agent. It's not just unconfirmed, it includes some clear errors. Did you see that? In the one paragraph they tell us the reports couldn't be proven to be true or false. In the next they tell us they know this was put together by a Trump political opponent and that it has bad information in it. It's politically motivated and has errors, but they just can't say it's fake. Because they are politically motivated and they are fake. Ben Smith, the fucktard editor who approved this shit, released this on Twitter. It's a memo he sent to his staff at BuzzFeed.
As you've probably seen, this evening we published a secret dossier making explosive and unverified allegations about Donald Trump and Russia. I wanted to briefly explain how we made the decision to publish it. We published the dossier, which Ken Benzinger obtained through his characteristically ferocious reporting, so that, as we wrote, Americans can make up their own mind about allegations about the president-elect that have circulated at the highest levels of U.S. government. Our presumption is to be transparent in our journalism and to share what we have with our readers. We have always erred on the side of publishing. In this case, the document was in wide circulation at the highest levels of American government and media. It seems to lie behind a set of vague allegations from the Senate Majority Leader to the Director of the FBI and a report that intelligence agencies have delivered to the President and President-elect. As we noted in our story, there is serious reason to doubt the allegations. We have been chasing specific claims in this document for weeks and will continue to. Publishing this document was not an easy or simple call, and people of goodwill may disagree with our choice. But publishing this dossier reflects how we see the job of reporters in 2017.
Yeah, I bet it does. You see, they just had to release it because it was circulating at the highest levels of government, and Americans can make up their own minds. You know, Americans like Meryl Streep. This past weekend, Streep was given the "Hey, let's give an old woman who is largely irrelevant these days" award at the Golden Globes. And she used the time allotted for an acceptance speech to say stupid shit like this.
When the person asking to sit in the most respected seat in our country imitated a disabled reporter.
That bastard. He imitated a disabled reporter? Well, not exactly.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said.
That does look damning, until you watch how Trump has responded to other people without physical disabilities.
They said, Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding? I don't want to talk about it. You know, he didn't.
It can be argued that Trump shouldn't make that response to anyone, but to suggest he imitated the reporter's handicap is just false. It's an outright lie. What Trump actually did was exactly what liberal morons only give lip service to. He treated the handicapped guy exactly how he'd treat anyone else. For the life of me, I can't figure out why anyone takes actors so seriously when they speak about politics. These are people who are quite literally famous for saying and doing what other people tell them to. Like any other group, some of them are smart, but a lot of them are really, really dumb. BuzzFeed knew exactly what they were doing by releasing that article, and it had dick to do with letting people make up their own minds. BuzzFeed has a political agenda, one they are hoping morons like Meryl Streep will help them push to people like this.
At the time of filming this video, it's January 5th, which means that Trump becomes president in 14 days, 11 hours, and 46 minutes. But who's counting?
If you're unfamiliar with this young lady, this is Marinashutup. She's a YouTube bedroom feminist and college student majoring in gender studies, which already shows you she's not real bright. While this video was made a few days before goldenshowergate, there is one part of it that's really relevant.
So, title of this video, are Trump protesters overreacting? No.
This is BuzzFeed's target audience when they publish bullshit like that dossier.
In the wake of the impending Trump presidency, I hear a lot of people saying things like, give Trump a chance, this is how democracy works, SJWs are the reason that Trump was elected in the first place. So us saying that racism exists and is a problem, and calling out that racism by educating others, led to you electing a racist?
No, you stupid shit, you overreact to everything. Calling Trump a racist for wanting to build a wall to help enforce immigration law, for example. That's what led to the backlash against stupid motherfuckers like you. That's how social justice warriors are responsible for the rise of Trump. See, I told you she's not real bright.
I don't think that fear is irrational. I turn on the news and I see horrifying images of people being decimated in Aleppo. The CIA has literally confirmed that Russia interfered in our election. And apparently China has some nukes that has just been showing off. It's a really scary political climate right now, and I don't think that people being afraid of what this upcoming presidency might mean is misplaced.
Marina, you could have just stopped at I don't think. Aleppo was turned to shit under Obama, a president you support. China's been saber-rattling for decades. But you're an overly emotional twat waffle ready to believe the worst about Trump because he has some different ideology than you. And of course, he's a cis-white male capitalist. Sorry guys, the urge to rip into all the stupid shit she says is getting the better of me. Let's just jump to the relevant part.
What scares me even more are the people that he's choosing to surround himself with. Reince Priebus, who sounds like a real-life Disney villain, is Trump's pick for chief of staff. He assures us that the Trump administration is not interested in a registry for Muslims, but it worries me that they had to dispel that rumor in the first place.
This is among the very dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Seriously, the level of fucking stupid is off the charts. She's not worried because people are spreading false information. This is a take on the old saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. Since the rumor exists, you should worry about Trump being president. Trump never said he was for a Muslim registry. In November of 2015, reporters tried to get him to say he was, and when he wouldn't, they reported that he wouldn't deny that he wanted one. A year later, in November of 2016, a member of Trump's transition team brought up the possibility of bringing back the National Security Entry-Exit Registration System, a system that was put in place just after 9/11 and ran through 2011. It required fingerprinting and interrogation of immigrants from terrorist hotspots. All immigrants from those places regardless of religion, and it required some males over the age of 16 to be placed on a registry and report regularly. This was not Nazi Germany tattooing serial numbers on Jews. But Marina's worried that Trump and his staff have to defend themselves against this stupid shit. It'd be like me starting the rumor that Marina likes to beat up retarded kids for fun, her denying it, and then you avoiding her because, it's worrisome she'd have to defend herself against entirely false accusations. This is who BuzzFeed published that article for. They openly admit the only thing they can prove is that some of it is false. But they know people like Marina exist and that they will be worried Trump even has to defend himself. What she should be concerned about is that she can know something is false and still be worried about it. That and being a completely ignorant twat racking up thousands in debt for a degree that won't even qualify her to welcome people to Walmart. That's going to wrap up this one. Don't forget to treat yourself to something nice by visiting the link below and grabbing a sexy Your Life Makes Me Sad t-shirt or coffee mug. If you enjoy my content, please show your support by sharing it. For more from the mind of the monkey, you can follow me on social media. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the Ranting Monkey, and I will see you next time.
I don't think that fear is irrational. I turn on the news and I see horrifying images of people being decimated in Aleppo. The CIA has literally confirmed that Russia interfered in our election. And apparently China has some nukes that has just been showing off. It's a really scary political climate right now, and I don't think that people being afraid of what this upcoming presidency might mean is misplaced.
Your life makes me sad.